Hello, everyone. This is Susan Farnham from the Forest Park Public Library, and I am here with the wonderful LaToya Rayner from Nourishing Those in Need. This is part of our community resource series. We like to really spotlight organizations and projects in the community that are really doing a lot of good work to help the local area. And this came to our attention, and we really wanted to tell you all about it and share what LaToya has been working. LaToya, would you like to introduce yourself and let us know a little bit more about you?
Well, Forest Park. My name is LaToya Rayner. I've been here for maybe about 5 to 6 years now. I kind of stopped counting. And I'm a legal assistant outside of helping the homeless. I've been doing that for about 10 years now. There's not much about me, but I'm looking forward to sharing what we've been doing to help out the area with everybody.
Well, please tell us a little bit more about how this project got started.
So between working downtown Chicago and living in the Forest Park area, you see a lot of homeless people. You see people digging through dumpsters looking for food or hiding in stores trying to get shelter, which is a bit unsettling. I knew that I couldn't really provide them with shelter or, anything that's more of a lifelong solution. But I knew that there was something that I could do. So instead of looking in dumpsters for food, instead they can just reach right in their bags and grab some non-perishable items or, toothpaste, deodorant, or anything like that. So this was just something that got started back in 2021 as kind of like a project, but now it is officially a nonprofit organization. A lot of paperwork, but we have been for over a year now. Looking forward to how we can expand our mission.
That's really wonderful. And LaToya was kind enough to share some pictures. So I'll share some pictures of some of the bags that they've done in the past. One moment here. That's the team. Here we go. So you can see a little bit about some of the kinds of things that they've done in the past, but do you want to talk a little bit more about what kind of donations you take for the bags and what kind of things you include?
Yes. So the bags change a bit seasonally, of course. In the wintertime, we do our very best to make sure that we have hats, gloves, hot hands, scarves in the bags. Unfortunately, due to the expense, there will be a bag with a hat, there'll be a bag with gloves, and we just have to do the best that we can. In the summertime, we'll add like sunblock or something like that, or bug spray to the bags. But throughout the year, there's always deodorant, toothpaste, water, a body wipe, a sanitizing wipe, non-perishable food, non-perishable food that can be opened without a can opener, because a lot of times they don't have access to can openers or anything like that. And we do put snacks in the bags like chips or fruit cups. As long as I can see the expiration date on it, that's totally fine. That allow me to know like when I can get the bag out, what I need to do. So I'll prioritize it. Occasionally we do make hot meals. We just made some hot meals a few weeks ago, and just something that I did right in my home. And we were able to hand out some hot meals because although non-perishable food is, helpful for them, I can imagine that they would want something other than tuna. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those look delicious, actually. Nice comfort food. Yeah.
I I'll never make them anything that I wouldn't eat myself. So yeah,
And
that's go ahead.
oh, sorry. I was just going to say for people interested in donating, what do you feel like are the highest need items right now? What are you especially looking for these?
Right now, socks. Socks, and donations for CTA day passes. You have no idea how many times they'll ask for a pass to get on the train or the bus. Their eyes literally lit up when you tell them like, hey, there's a day pass in here. So we have been raising money big time to get as many day passes in the bags as possible. We put some in the bags in the springtime, but you can understand the winter, being able to get out of the for a day is super important. So I would say that socks, winter accessories, and day passes are like my main items. We do pretty good keeping up with the non-perishable food, but we could always use help with that. As you can see, prices are always going up. And but it's really hard to try to feed them and keep them warm. So yeah, those would be the main items: winter accessories, socks, and CTA day passes. And then if you have like a small throw blanket, something that I can put in the bags, that would help as well, because I'll squeeze blankets in the bags. I've even bought bigger bags to make sure that we could add blankets.
That's a really good idea. And I think right now, I don't know if we have some in there actually today, but I know we've been including some kind of foil blankets and everything in our comfort cabinet here at the library. So that's huge right now. Anything that can help against that cold, because we're right at that time where it's going to start getting really cold and windy. So
yeah, I probably have about 500 of those foil blankets. So my job, just they keep donating them to me. So if you are short on any, please let me know.
excellent. We will keep that in mind because that is a huge need right now.
Yes.
And I know you were saying that the needs kind of change, the urgent needs kind of change a little bit seasonally. So maybe we can check back in with you, maybe come spring or summertime too, to kind of get an idea of like what is the big need at the moment. But thank you for sharing about all of that.
You're very welcome.
How do you handle the distribution of bags? Because I can see that this could be a lot of work and you want to make sure that you get these out to the people who need them.
Absolutely. So a lot of people think that it's like a project or something that we just do every once in a while. The bags are like all year round. We continuously hand out bags. As you can kind of see back here, I have bags. I have bags everywhere ready to go out. So my mother lives in Chicago and she takes care of the bags in that area. And although I still kind of work in the West Loop, so I'll hit that area as well. And then right here in Forest Park, so myself and the gentleman that I met at the Mental Health Expo in Forest Park last spring, we take care of this area. I have family in Elgin that hand bags out there. So we're kind of all over the Chicagoland area. The bags are always in my car. So whoever the volunteers are, they have to be willing to keep bags in their cars. I keep them in the car because you never know when you're going to see someone. Occasionally, so when we do like the hot meals, that's more of like an event. When we give them the hot meals, we have the bags as well. And that's, a little bit more, like I said, more of like an event. So yeah, we just keep the bags in our cars. And when we see someone asking for change or something like that, we will simply ask them if they would like a bag and hand them out.
Excellent. And are you in need of donations right now? And if you are, what's the best way to get donations to you?
Absolutely. We have handed out over 500 bags this year.
Oh,
Yeah. So although it's a small organization, we're busy, and I went to make 15 bags for my mom yesterday. And I realized that I was short on socks. So although I ordered more, we are getting low on things because you can imagine there are highs and lows depending on how donations are coming in. And of course, this is a season where the holidays just passed, so things are kind of quiet as far as donations are concerned. Donations can be made online through the website through PayPal. And then of course I have Zelle and Cash App, because you have to be hip these days. Also, if you go to the website, you'll see that there's a link for an Amazon list.
That's a great way to do it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So anything that you send to that Amazon or that you purchase from the Amazon list will come to us. and we will be able to help more people.
That's been a really excellent tool for us, getting replacement items for our comfort cabinet and things like that. And thank you, just take a moment. Thank you, Forest Park community, because you've been really generous with that. And it's really helped us also do some work in this area. So thank you so much. LaToya does have some really amazing handy QR codes on the site. So when we post this to Facebook, we will include some links in the comments to how to go to her site and see all the information if you're interested in helping in that way.
Thank you so much.
Now, if someone can't donate items or money, is there any way they can donate time to help with the Nourishing Those Who Need process, and like maybe bag filling or helping with events, anything like that?
So at this time, I literally still making bags in my apartment. But occasionally when we get a bunch of stuff, I have to hurry up and we have to try to get it out. So when that happens, like the gentleman from Forest Park came and picked up like 10 bags this week. That's probably the best way to volunteer at this time, is to be able to help us get the bags out, since I can't really have people in my home making bags. But yeah, to help us get the bags out is awesome, because it allows us to not only hit Chicago or Forest Park or wherever you are. If you're in Schaumburg or somewhere else, it would allow you to help the homeless in different areas. And I feel like that is really important, because they are all over.
You heard it, everyone. There are multiple ways you can help if you want to support Nourishing Those in Need. I noticed on your website, your lovely website, that you have Nourishing Those in Need swag on there. If people are interested in supporting your initiative, is this another way that they can help?
Absolutely. So the t-shirts and hoodies, they're sold through Bonfire. So anytime that you purchase a shirt or anything like that, a portion of it will come back to support Nourishing Those in Need. It also gives you the option to donate, but I really like when people have the shirts, because it's another way to promote the company. So although we only receive a portion of the donation, it's like you're continuously promoting, and people do ask questions about the, whatever you have on. So it really does help. I am always in Nourishing Those in Need everywhere that I go.
It is the new year. We are in the new year now. What is your hope for Nourishing Those in Need for 2024? What would you like to accomplish this year?
We really need to grow. We just became like a nonprofit last year. We need to grow. We need to build our social media platform and get as much help as possible. I hope that at some point in the future, we can do more than put one pair of socks in the bag. I feel bad, because that's all that we can do. But I want to be able to grow Nourishing Those in Need, so that we can help more people, make more hot meals, and do more. So that would be kind of like our short-term goal, is just to keep growing and helping more people and getting the word out there. I was super excited when you messaged me because we need all of the help that we can get, being a small nonprofit.
I got some pictures of some helpers here. And I wanted to know, since we are just past the holidays, you may not have anything in the pipeline just yet, but are there any upcoming events you wanted to share or let people know about?
Yeah, so that picture on the left is from our very first bowling fundraiser. So excited. That took place last summer, and I already have a date for the bowling fundraiser this summer. It'll be June 22nd. The save the date information is already on the website that I have. So if anyone is interested, save that, and more information will be up regarding price and anything else that you need to do. Feel free to shoot me an email at nourishingthoseinneed@outlook.com for anything for any questions that you may have regarding Nourishing Those in Need or future events.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, it was so lovely speaking with you today. Thank you so much for sharing everything you could today about Nourishing Those in Need. Again, we're going to be posting this up on Facebook, and we're going to be sharing those links for everyone. And just thank you for all the good work you're doing in our community to help those experiencing homelessness and food insecurity. That's really meaningful and really needed right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I love Forest Park. I will appreciate whatever support you guys are willing to provide.
Thank you. I think this could be a good partnership. Thank you, LaToya. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.